Hello and welcome to my journey through Football Manager 24 with AC Milan. If you haven't seen the episodes before this is a Director of Football challenge. But that's not going to matter much today because there are no transfers. But we will keep an eye out for any transfer news that might pop up because that might give us an indication of what players are going or leaving the club very soon. Now, last episode, we went on an amazing run of form. We're unbeaten in 14 matches. We did lose against Bologna in the first match, but the other matches we are on fire. We are going to try to continue to keep this run going as long as we can in this episode. Before we get right into it, I do have two announcements. Number one, I did want to make this save last a couple seasons, but as life does, mine has gotten quite hectic, so I haven't been able to play as much as I would like. So I have two options. I can either do one season, try to win a trophy before the full game comes out, or I can continue this save when the full game comes out, but maybe just put an episode out every weekend while I play another save where we start from the lower tier club and try to build our way up through the leagues. For the second announcement, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to start cutting out some of the less important games so we can focus on the big ones that really make a difference in the season. I'd like to be able to go over some of the tactical mentalities that we're going to take towards each of these big games because there's a lot of variation depending on the players that we have available and how the opposition is going to try and attack us. So without further ado, we will jump right into the gameplay. All right, before we jump into the gameplay, I wanted to go over where we are this season. And the big news is we have already qualified for the knockout rounds in the Champions League. Yes, that's right, in a group with Borussia Dortmund and Benfica, a group that the media said that we were going to have a hard time in. We've already qualified 4 games in. It's November 7th, and there we are. In first place, Benfica in 4th, RC Lens ahead of them, trying to make their way into the Europa League, and Borussia Dortmund nipping at our heels. Now let's go ahead and look at the league table. We do have Napoli ahead of us with 25 points, but we are just below them with 24. But it's not feeling very safe because Fiorentina and Inter both have 23 points, with Juventus with 22, Atalanta 20, and the rest we don't have to worry about too much. It's a shame Roma down there in 10th and Lazio all the way down in 13th. There is a glimmer of hope though. If we go here to our schedule, we will see that we play Napoli very soon in 2 games. And if we beat them here, then we flip-flop, given that we also beat Sassuolo. Well, it looks like Kier wants a new contract with the club. He is 34 years old, and his physical attributes are declining quickly. He doesn't have very good natural fitness. He is still a very intelligent player, and he plays relatively well, but you can see his progress is starting to dip a little bit here too. I personally would not want to re-sign his contract, despite him being a team leader. He's not a captain or vice captain, and it's not our choice anyways because this is a Director of Football challenge. So we are going to let our technical director, Eduardo Messia, I'm not sure, Eduardo, we're going to let him chat with the player. And they were unable to agree on a contract. And that makes sense because he wants $3 million. We're only offering him about $500,000 with a squad player time. That makes a lot of sense to me. 2 years, that seems like a whole lot of time. So we're going to walk away from that because that seems like a far too big a gulf to try and fix. There is also one more bit of important news that I almost left out. Almost all of our players are back from injury. The only one out is Romero, but he'll be back in a few days. And Morenti is out for 3 weeks to 2 months still, a little whiles away, but we do have Benacer back. That is the real big one. We are very happy about this. He is the number 6 that we have been missing in our midfield. We've been relying on Krunic and Adley, and they don't belong right there. Benacer, he very much does belong right there. He's got great passing, great tackling, great teamwork. His composure is fantastic. His first touch is amazing. His balance is great. So when he gets the ball right here in this deep lying playmaker role, he's going to have a great first touch, and great composure, so he's press resistant. And then he's going to be able to find a pass. Let's see, what did he... Yeah, he'll be able to find a pass with his passing, and he's got great teamwork. He will help the team out. It is fantastic to have him back. We'll work him in slowly because his match sharpness is very low, and we don't want to injure him again. All right, so we have our Napoli match coming up next, but we have some problems. Oh, no, Theo. Yes, Theo Hernandez has gotten a red card. But not only that, Rafael Leao is injured. He was injured tackling. He has a back strain. Yes, he's going to be out for 3 weeks. But wait, it just keeps getting worse. I should have knocked on wood when I said that our injury days are almost over, because Chow is now out. So not only do we not have Theo Hernandez because of his red card, Leao because of his injury, but also Chow because of his injury for the next big match that we have to play against Napoli. We are missing some very important key players for this very important away match at Napoli. Let's take a look at the tactics that we are going to employ for this match, because it is going to be a tough one. Let's start here at the top. We'll start with Giroud. He's going to be our target man, dropping in, trying to distribute balls to Okafor and Chukwueze. Okafor is going to be playing this inside forward role as kind of a second wide striker, and Chukwueze is going to be up and down this outside channel and trying to cut back and put in some crosses for Olivier Giroud. In our midfield, we set up very defensively because Napoli is going to be coming at us with a lot of force, and we are missing one of our star defenders. And so we have Krunic, Musa, and Loftus-Cheek, all highly defensive players. We have Musa here playing as a ball-winning midfielder to just control this area. Loftus-Cheek is going to be moving into this area and patrolling all of this. Calabria will be moving in with Musa as a double pivot, and Krunic will be dropping in as a halfback to form a back three, and Florenzi will cover this space when Okafor leaves. In fact, we'll make him a wing back on support, so he gets right up in here. Okafor will move in, he'll move up here, and then Musa will just control this area here. Actually, instead of a ball-winning midfielder, let's do a Carrilero, so he just kind of operates along this area. Now, he might get in the way of Florenzi. Let's stick with our gut here. Ball-winning midfielder. We're going to approach this game very balanced. We're going to try to pass it into space over to Okafor and to Chukwueze over the top. We're going to keep the tempo real high. Very directed sort of passing. We want to move the ball up fast. We don't want to put too much pressure on our midfield because they're not the most technical bunch. We're going to counter. We're going to counter press, especially with our good midfield here. But defensively, instead of our typical high press, we are going to do a mid block and kind of let them try to play their way through this area, because we're also stepping up our defensive line. Whenever they try to get into this area, we are going to force them out of there. And we want to make sure we stop the crosses because they have Osimhen, and we don't want any balls flying over to him in any capacity whatsoever. And if we look at our data hub, we will see the expected tactic that Napoli are going to use. If we look here at Mario Ruiz, he is going to be moving up, pushing Kvaratskhelia up into this space. I assume Politano is going to be in this area as well, basically having 3 strikers. Zielinski's going to be playing in this area. He's very dangerous. Aguiza is probably going to be moving into the box right here. So we're going to have, all of these players here really pushing into our box. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And then Zanoli, I expect to kind of be in line with Lobotka, and they'll have 2 central defenders. That means they're only going to have 4 players that are ready to defend a counterattack. And they are playing a gegenpress, which means as soon as we get the ball in our half of the field, they are going to be pressing us very fast, which means that it's going to pay off if we play more direct and quickly out of the back and get it right to our wide players, especially because they are going to be, Mario Ruiz is going to be pushed up, and Zanoli is going to be all by himself with Lobotka. So if we can hit some of these counterattacks, I think we will do well. All right, here we go. The match is beginning. Let's do our best here. Looks like Giroud got a bruised knee here. We're going to see if he can soldier on this match. Napoli's got the ball. They've had a good amount of the possession in these first 18 minutes. They put in a cross, and there's Osimhen with the goal. We said specifically that we wanted to try to stop the crosses, but no. Florenzi could not get there. Musa just gave up. Oh, it's Musa. Musa just gave up on it. What is that? That is pathetic. Calabria couldn't get to it. Kalulu couldn't get to it. Napoli 1, Milan 0. Napoli have the ball again on top of the box. And we were totally unable to stop them from getting the shot off. Napoli corner. This is not a good game for AC Milan so far. But Mike Magnan collects it and gives us a little safety. Napoli with a corner. Oh, Mike Magnan with a great save. Oh, thank goodness. Playing out of the back, looking for opportunities to play in. Florenzi with the ball. He brings it out wide. He gives it to Okafor. It's Olivier Giroud. Oh, and he forces a very good save off of Meret. It's an AC Milan corner. It's Florenzi with the corner. He puts it in an in-swinger. And it's Tomori. It's a goal. Yes! AC Milan tie the game up right before halftime at Napoli Stadium. Napoli 1, AC Milan 1. Look at this. Perfect header from Tomori, a perfect corner from Florenzi, and we are proud. The second half is underway, and we have subbed out Giroud because his knee wasn't getting any better. We have Luka Jovic in, and let's see how we do. AC Milan with a corner. It's Florenzi. Can they put in another one? Not today, but Chukwueze gets the ball back. Florenzi, he puts it back in, and it's Chukwueze! AC Milan are up 2-1 at Napoli. They have overtaken. They've come from behind, and they have overtaken them in the table. Milan win the ball back in the midfield. They're going to rebuild from the back here. Mike Magnan relieving some pressure. Finding Calabria in the middle from his inverted wing-back role. Krunic in his half-back role, forming the back three. It's Okafor. Tries to find Chukwueze over the top. And it found him eventually. It's Chukwueze. It's Loftus-Cheek. It's Musa. And it was almost a goal. It's Napoli with the free kick. Oh, and it comes off the post. Mike Magnan is very lucky to see that wide. Time for some substitutions. Musa was exhausted, so we're going to bring in Pobega. Even though Reinders was in great form in the international break, we want the defensive solidity. We're also going to replace Krunic with Benacer to give him some minutes and provide some defensive solidity in the midfield. He will also provide some composure and some good technical ability as well. And we're going to go with a more positive mentality instead of the attacking one that we had and change up some of the roles. Basically going to be playing a 4-4-2 in defense. And then in attack, just these two players are going to be looking to attack, and then these four to support them. And then these guys are going to be our block of four defenders. And we moved Calabria down here into a fullback defensive position. I think our changes haven't taken effect quite yet. They've got, what did we say in the beginning of this match? 6 forward? Yep, basically 6 forward. They've only got those 2 back. We can win that ball. We're going to trigger press in that mid block very hard once we get it going. Oh no, not Osimhen. Yeah, great job, Mignon. What a great save. We appreciate that. Ooh, Almas trying to break his way into the box. But Florenzi says no. The ball comes in anyways. And Osimhen scores. Scores a ridiculous goal. I don't even understand that. He was turned around backwards. Let's look at this again. Almas just beats Florenzi. Just pure nonsense. He's literally backwards. He hit the ball with the back of his head over Mike Mignon. Absolutely ridiculous. Napoli with the ball again. We are going to try to attack again a bit more. Oh, thank goodness. I would have been so upset about that. All right, we are bringing on Reinders and Pulisic to see if they can make a difference in the last 10 minutes here. See if they can't put in one final goal. Here, let's encourage our team. Let's go, boys. I believe in you. And it doesn't look like it. It looks like we're going to end level here. Yes, we are going to end level at Napoli. A 2-2 draw. Not a bad result for an away match. We definitely have the potential to beat them at home, especially if we have Chao, Teo, and Leao all on the field. It was an unlucky one. We did really well. That Osimhen goal was absolutely ridiculous. And we will have our revenge next time. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been named Player of the Month or a Player of the Month for the Serie A. If we look here, he has had 5 goals and 7 assists already. We're not even halfway through the season. He has been fantastic, a perfect signing. And here is a piece of transfer news. Now that we are in December, it looks like Adli might be on his way out to Olympique Lyon for 8 million euros. We'll have to keep our eyes on this story. Oh my lord. On the eve of our big match with Juventus, Napoli go and lose against Bologna. Bologna is a giant killer. That means that if we beat Juventus right now, we will overtake Napoli on top of the table. The fans have spoken. They want us to win this game with everything we've got. They see this as a winner takes all. This is a game with our fierce rivals, Juventus. They know that we will be on top of the table, and they want to see a few of our players in the game and see them continue on their good progress. And of course, our board expects us to win as well. This is a lot of pressure for this game. Before we jump into that match, though, there was a match that we had skipped, the Benfica game, because we're already in the Champions League knockout round, but I could not skip this goal by Chukwueze. This is a ridiculous goal. Their goalkeeper is all the way out here. He tried to come up for a corner kick, and Chukwueze hits the ball from so far out to put it away in an empty net. I've never seen that before in Football Manager, at least not that I can remember. Anyways, let's look at the game at hand. Here is the data hub. This is the Juventus scouting report. They play a controlled possession. They try to build up a nice and slow. And they've got two absolutely amazing forwards here in Chiesa and Vlahovic. They are going to be the ones that we need to shut down today. If we look at the rest of their squad, it's not exactly great. Their midfield isn't amazing, and they've only got these two players down here on the wings, which leads me to believe that we should focus our attacks on these wings. So let's take a peek at how we're going to execute this plan. We're going to attack right off the front foot. We're going to stay nice and wide and work the ball down the flanks here. Stay nice and disciplined and make sure that we're playing at a decent tempo. For our out of possession phase, we are going to use a mid block here because they have a back five and they could just pass along that all day, and we don't want to chase them. We want them to try to come into the midfield here, and we are going to get stuck in and trigger press the hell out of them. We're going to keep this defensive line very high because they only have the two strikers and then maybe at best two wingbacks. Four players. We can handle that. We're not going to step up because we already have this closed down very much, and we're not going to drop off because they like to play possession. We don't want to give up this area right here with them dropping off. We want them to stay nice and tight right there, and they will do well. It's Kalulu and Tomori. They're both very fast. They can both play very well. We're going to make sure he defends, and we're going to make sure you cover because Teo Hernandez is going to be streaking up forward here, playing with the likes of our forward, and Calabria, instead of inverting over here, is going to stay in line with the defense and make a back three. Benacer is back, and he'll be playing as a deep lying playmaker here, just helping support the wings along the sides here. We can put him in support if the rest of the team needs some extra support. Now on the flanks, we have on the left side Teo Hernandez streaking down the wide side here. Okafor cutting inside. He is playing narrow, and then Reinders is going to come up into this half space too and support the both of them. There'll be a lot of interchange right here, and hopefully they can find Giroud in the middle. Over here on the left side, we have Chukwueze manning this whole area right here, trying to cut back, putting crosses for Okafor and Giroud, and maybe a cutback for Loftus-Cheek, who will be getting further forward and getting right into those areas. Actually, you know what? We are going to take that off. We want him going back and forth right here as much as possible. We want him running his tushy off. We do want him to be moving into the channels when he gets up here, though, as Giroud drops back, Loftus-Cheek moves up, and then Calabria can come up here and support this whole area with Benacer. And Rafael Leao and Malik Chow are still out injured, and Pulisic is going to be sitting on the bench today because he is just exhausted and at very high risk of injuries. All right, and here comes the game. AC Milan is home against Juventus. This is going to be a tough one, but it's very, very exciting. Let's get into it. All right, it's AC Milan trying to work it down the middle here. Finds Giroud, it finds Loftus-Cheek. Finds Teo out wide. A fantastic pass. He brings it into the box. It's in, and it's a goal! Juventus haven't even touched the ball, and Okafor has put it in the net. An amazing play by Teo Hernandez. Linked up by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Look at this pass. Just pops it over the top there, right over McKennie. Teo, blasts it in. We don't need Leao. We've got Teo Hernandez. And Okafor puts it away. A beautiful finish, and AC Milan are on top in less than a minute. Calabria steals it back with a great tackle. Chukwueze brings it up the wing. Can he find any support? Oh, he crosses it into the box to Okafor. Heads it straight to Szczesny. It comes to nothing. Milan are taking a patient approach to this. Calabria finds his way up the wing. He puts a cross in and almost found Okafor. It's Teo Hernandez. Vlahovic coming back very deep to defend. Oh, but he gives it away to Okafor, and he shoots. Oh, so close. It's good to see Benacer's name out in the field again. It's Chukwueze. Oh, and it's still bouncing around. Oh my Lord. It hit the post. It bounced right off. Oh, and it looks like McKennie will be getting a yellow card. We look at the goal line technology. It was so close. What an attempt. And it's the free kick. It's Teo Hernandez. He puts it in. And the goalkeeper barely gets a touch on it. And, Chukwueze almost puts it in. So close. AC Milan with another corner, putting a lot of pressure on Juventus in the early minutes of this game. It's up top. And Chukwueze skies it. Well, it looks like Giroud couldn't quite make the whole half. He has found himself injured with a pulled groin. We are going to bring Jovic in here. He's been playing pretty well. He's got a couple goals for us. Not very many appearances, so let's see what he can do. It's Milan with the ball. Chukwueze running it up the wing. He's fast, he's dribbly, and he's still got the ball. Loftus-Cheek, Benacer. It's Teo Hernandez. Can he take a shot? And it hits off the post. Milan have absolutely dominated Juventus in this first half. I don't believe Juventus has even had a shot yet. It's Locatelli. It's Gatti. McKennie. Oh, and it looks like Juventus might get through here. Oh, and they do. Kalulu with a massive mistake, and now it's 1-1. Juventus hasn't been in this game the whole time. Oh, that is unfortunate. Let's look at this again. Vlahovic dummies it. Fagioli just gets through Kalulu. And ricochets off Calabria right into Rabiot, who scores. All right, here's the second half. I think we've been unlucky, and I think all we need to do is just keep doing what we've been doing, and we will win this game. AC Milan with the corner. It's Reinders winding up for it. He puts it in. Oh, an amazing save. Tomori went down. It could have been a penalty. Tomori with the ball again. And it's offsides. Milan build it up from the back. It's with Teo. Gives it to Jovic. And they reset again. Teo Hernandez. Brings it up the wing. Christian Pulisic. Loftus-Cheek. It's Chukwueze. He shoots. Oh, and he forces a good save from Szczesny. All right, we've got all of our substitutes on, and our tactics are about as attacking as we can go without risking too much, without risking the loss. Juventus are building it up. Oh, Calabria almost gets it. Can he get it this time? Kalulu with a great covering run. And now Milan try to spring an attack. Florenzi came on for the exhausted and yellow-carded Teo. A cross comes in. All he can do is punch it. Oh, is it a penalty? It very well may be a penalty. VAR will have a look at this. What will they determine? Was it just inside the box or outside? I think it was inside. Penalty awarded. It's Adli. And it's a goal! I don't even know why he was taking that, but it's a goal. It's his third goal of the season. We were up 2-1 against Juventus. All right, I've changed the tactics. We're playing much more defensively because they're playing far more offensively. And I think we're going to overload their midfield unless they could try to hit some balls over the box, but we have dropped our back line back to avoid that. It's Loftus-Cheek. Almost a third goal there. This was a very, very difficult match to watch. And it's Chukwueze with a corner kick. Can we get another goal here at the very end? Not yet, but we might be able to now. Chukwueze with the corner yet again. We're going to waste some time. I wonder what that ref is saying to him. He's like, come on, man. Oh, all of that for nothing. And it looks like AC Milan is going to... Oh, wait a minute. You can't speak too soon. The game ain't done until the whistle is blown, and Juventus were on the attack. And they still are, because that was a terrible pass by Florenzi. Come on, a man of his experience should know better. Juventus are still trying, but they only have 5 seconds left. And it's nothing. AC Milan have won this one. What an amazing game. It was intense, and it was Adley's penalty that made the difference. Chukwueze's run into the box that won it, and Teo Hernandez won the man of the match for this game. We had 30 shots, 11 on target, 3.69 XG. We only scored 2 goals. It was an absolute blowout. The scoreline does not reflect how much we dominated Juventus. And look at that. It puts us on top of the table after 14 games, 31 points, 20 goal difference. It's the highest in the league. AC Milan are on fire. This just in, we beat Udinese 1-0 with a Rafael Leao goal late in the second half. Simultaneously, actually it was a bit later, Napoli lost their game to Cagliari, which means our first place spot is relatively secure with Torino sneaking up on us. If we look here at the schedule, we are on a crazy unbeaten run right now. I don't even know how many games that is. It's like 18, 19 or something like that. I don't know how far we can take this, but we've got Borussia Dortmund up next. So let's see how we handle it. All right, here it is. Borussia Dortmund are fielding a decent team out there, but I believe that we can take them. We've taken a more defensive approach. We had to rotate some players, but I believe we will do fantastic. Oh my God! Chukwueze scores an absolutely fabulous goal. And oh, look at that goal. Beautiful. Fantastic. Oh my Lord, it's Chukwueze with another goal. And we won. Chukwueze with 2 goals, 2-0, Borussia Dortmund, over. Well, I just got the notification that we are unbeaten in 20 games. So that says it right there. 20 games unbeaten. We are on top of our Champions League group. Things are looking fantastic for AC Milan right now. All right, all the Champions League group stages games are done being played. Let's go through who's making it through. Barcelona and RB Leipzig, they were expected to go through. AC Milan and Borussia Dortmund, we are making our way on through. Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain beat out Celtic and Lazio, but Paris Saint-Germain almost didn't make it. Now let's get down to this side of the. Oh wait. Let's take a look at this. Madrid and AEK. I still don't know who AEK is. Now let's look at these ones. On the last day of the Champions League, Inter lose to Young Boys 3-0 and end up dropping down into the Europa League. It's Newcastle and Young Boys who go to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. And even worse, Napoli find themselves in a poor run of form, only getting 8 points and going down. I must have been on head-to-head to Union Berlin. Napoli are going to the Europa League. But it gets even crazier. Real Madrid tied on points 7-7 with Olympique Marseille, and either through head-to-head or through this goal difference, they are going to the Europa League. But down here, all things are back to normal with Bayern Munich and Arsenal also going to the knockout rounds, but just barely, with Real San Sebastian almost making their way in. This was a crazy group stage of the Champions League. Oh, and look at this. Chukwueze with 5 goals right up there with Vitinha and Holland for top scorer. Here is the round of 16 draw for the Champions League. Looks like our fans want us to play. Oh, wait a minute. You can't see it. Looks like our fans want us to play either Young Boys, Olympique Marseille, or AEK. I would be down for any of those. Let's view the draw. Okay. Let's start this draw. And we want 2 times the speed. Start the draw. First team is Paris Saint-Germain. The second is Atletico Madrid. Union Berlin. AC Milan. Man City. All right, it's Arsenal. Let's not face Arsenal. Oh, thank God. That's going to be tough for them. All right, young boy. AC Milan. AC Milan. AC Milan. Oh. AC Milan. Oh. Bayern getting the easy one. Who'd they pay? Olympique Marseille. Okay, the fans wanted this one second. Let's go. AC Milan. AC Milan. Oh. Man, you getting an easy draw. Well, we can't play Borussia Dortmund. It's definitely not us, of course. Okay, let's see. RB Leipzig. I mean, we would take RB Leipzig. Go for it. Okay. Not the worst. We can actually make it through the round of 16. It looks like we might be going to the quarterfinals of the Champions League this year. What's next? AEK. Oh, we would have taken that too. That would have been nice. Of course, Newcastle. Oh, yeah, of course. All right. Well, there are the matchups. I feel very confident about this one. I want to go far in this Champions League. And check out this fun little statistic, or, well, little chart that just came up. Chukwueze stars in the UEFA Champions League match, but not only that match, but this is the last 5 matches. A goal. No goal, but a 7.4. A goal. And 2 goals to make up for that 1 game that he missed. Chukwueze is on fire in the Champions League. Holy crap. And it is official. Chukwueze is out for 3 weeks. That is a big blow. And get this. Right afterwards, we get news that Pobega is injured for 3 to 4 weeks. The injuries just don't stop. Holy crap. Look at this. We just got an excellent intake. Great fullbacks, an awesome central defender or 2, and some strikers. Fantastic. Oh, this looks like a great future for AC Milan. Here's our next big game, and it's against Roma at the San Siro. Let's see. They got the likes of Lukaku and Bellotti up top. Pellegrini. These are the 3 players that we have to look out for. Now, we have 3 injuries, 2 very big ones. Rafael Leao and Chukwueze. Well, Leao's not... he's not injured. He's suspended. Oh, why? Why Rafael Leao? Yeah. But not only that, Calabria and Teo Hernandez are both on 1 suspension or 1 yellow card away from a suspension. And we can't have that because we have Inter Milan next, our arch nemesis, our rivals. We need to make sure they are on the pitch. So they are going to sit in this Roma game. And in their stead, we have Florenzi and Kalulu who are going to come in. Besides Rafael Leao, everybody else is about the same as the formation would be. Chukwueze is not playing, so Pulisic is going to come in and play. And we are going to approach this game like we approach most others. Actually, here, we'll do that. And, yep, make sure that we are attacking, putting pressure on them. All right, here we go. AC Milan versus Roma at the San Siro. What can AC Milan pull off here? They're working it up. It's Lukaku. Put it in the cross, and it's Bellotti. He scores. They've got a lot of men forward. AC Milan just need a good counterattack here, but it's Lukaku, and he scores. Pellegrini puts it in, and they score again. Well, it looks like that is all she wrote. Our good times have come to an end. Our unbeaten run of 20 some odd games is now over. Roma has put us in our place. 3-0. Lukaku absolutely shredding us. It was an absolute shame to happen right before our derby match against Inter. And by the gods, Torino has overcome us. They now have 37 points. We have 35. Fiorentina is right behind us with 34. Then it's Napoli, Inter, and then Juventus is way down here behind Atalanta. In fact, Roma could catch up. They were doing so poorly at first, and now they're right up there. Another transfer story has just come out. It looks as though Kier has a link to Lazio. They couldn't agree on a contract earlier this year, and his contract ends at the end of the season, so he might be leaving sooner than later, which is okay. He's a great leader. He's a team leader, but his stats are going down, so we may have seen the last of Kier. And I'm afraid I have to bring another injury update. It's Rade Krunic this time. 3 to 6 weeks. That is a big blow. He is a great rotational player. We need a player like him, but we are going to have to do without him. And now Calabria is sick. He has a virus, and he's going to go home for 2 weeks so he doesn't get anybody else sick. Go home. Damn. That's Calabria, Pobega, Krunic, and Chukwueze. Well, Chukwueze might be... No. Oh, that is not good right before our Inter match and our Torino match. This is rough. All right, we're just a day away from the Inter match, and we've got our expectations here in our email. The board expects us to draw. The fans expect us to draw. They just want to see us finish above them in the table at the end of the season, and this draw could help us do it. So we want to at least give them a draw or a win if we can. All right, so when we're looking at our opponent here, we see that they like to use wing play, which means they're going to be trying to dart down the wings with these fullbacks here, try to put in crosses to Arnautovic and Lautaro Martinez. So our goal is to drop Benacer in here as a halfback. He's not necessarily the greatest halfback. His jumping is absolutely terrible, but we will form this back three with him to try to cover the back line. If we lose the ball, then we at least have 3 guys back there in the center. Kalulu and Reinders will be right in front of that, so if they get any counterattacks, we will have plenty of men back there to deal with it. Then Teo Hernandez flying up the wing. We've got Rafael Leao hanging out in this area. Okafor dealing with all of this wing, and Loftus-Cheek here. We would be playing Pulisic, but he had an injury and he is struggling a bit for fitness. Yeah, as you can see right there. And then Chukwueze, Krunic, Pobega, they're all out, and Calabria. So we have Kalulu here coming in. I think he'll do just fine. He's got good dribbling, fine first touch, passing, all of that. All right, and here we go. It is the Milan Derby. Inter Milan versus AC Milan here at the San Siro. We are the away team in this scenario. We've adjusted our tactics accordingly to the opponent. We're approaching this one very similarly to the Juventus match. Slight variation. And I think we will be successful. It's Benacer with the corner kick. Comes in. Oh, man, it was so close. It forced the keeper to make a very strong save. It's Inter Milan with the corner kick. AC Milan clears, but only as far as the box. The ball's in. And, oh, it's a heroic block by one of the AC Milan defenders, but it's another Inter corner kick. And it's cleared again. Can AC Milan get it out of their half? The ball's back in. And now they might be on a counterattack of their own. No. It's Benacer with a corner kick. Kick comes in. And it's a goal! It's Malik Chow! AC Milan go up 1-0 in the derby! Their rivals did not see it coming. They had two corner kicks on the other side. And look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Milan 1, Inter 0. It's Benacer with the free kick. Oh, and he went for it. It was far away, but he went for it. We appreciate that. It was on target. AC Milan with another corner kick. Benacer. It's up. Loftus-Cheek. Okafor. Oh, and he forced the goalkeeper to make a save. It's Chow. And there was a lot of ruckus in the box, but Inter Milan claimed the ball. It's Reinders. It's Rafael Leao. Oh, and he hits the post. It could be 2-0 right now. It looks like we will make it to halftime 1-0. So far, so good against our bitter rivals. All right, the second half begins. It's 1-0. Can AC Milan grab another goal? We're heading into this half just like we ended the first half. It's DeMarco, he puts it in. Oh, that was very close. Very close, using their wing play to try to open up Milan. I don't think the mid-block is working anymore, because whenever we get a tackle in, they just win the ball back right afterwards because they have us pinned back too far. Oh, they should not be able to do that. What is that? Come on, guys. All right, we're making some changes. All right, we made a few tactical tweaks. Let's see how this works. It's Teo Hernandez. Mike Mignon. Malik Chow. Swings it over to Teo. It's Rafael Leao. Reinders finds Teo. Can he find the cross? Oh, he almost found Loftus-Cheek on top of the box. It's Kalulu trying to stop the counterattack. Benacer. Oh, he does stop the counterattack. It's Okafor. But it was offsides. It's Benacer to Loftus-Cheek. Oh, he gets the ball back. Oh, my word. Why can't we convert any of these shots? It's 11 shot, 8 on target. Oh, maybe we have to stop working it into the box. Their defenders are too good. It's Florenzi with the ball. Came in for Teo Hernandez, who is not playing very well, and it was on a yellow. It's Rafael Leao. He made it through. Oh, and what a save by Sommer. All right, we have had the majority of the momentum in this game. We've made some tactical adjustments. We've changed our mentality here. We're making sure that we're being a bit more responsible, and they are pushing a lot of men forward. Maybe we can hit them on the counterattack. Florenzi with a good header away. It's Cuadrado. Oh, I don't have a player instruction on for Cuadrado. It's all right, they're doing pretty well. Kalulu clears the ball out, and Luca Romero retrieves it. And some risky business there. They're pressing very high. We got to make a couple adjustments. We are not going to play out of the back. We're going to be much more direct. You just kick that ball right on out of there. let's see. We can drop off more. Let's make sure we're well, we don't want to invite too much. We'll sit in this mid block here. They're going to be pushing out wide and trying to get a lot of crosses in, so we'll stop those crosses. There's less than 30 seconds left. He boots the ball long. Oh, hit Milan cover. It's Yunus Musa. He puts the ball up to Florenzi, and it looks like Milan are going to take it nice and easy here. Oh, no. A bad pass, but very scary at the end. But AC Milan won the derby. The Milan derby is won, and it was the away crowd, too, that was taking up the San Siro. This is fantastic. We need to see how the Torino match went. Torino drew 0-0 against Bologna. Bologna just keeps... They hurt us at first. They truly did. But they keep it coming in clutch. We are in first place with 38 points in 18 matches. They are tied on points, but we have a better goal difference because we are better. That was a great run of games. We nearly went undefeated in all of them. And it's Bellotti, he scores. But it's Lukaku, and he scores. And they score again. That is all she wrote. Yeah. But we're going to forget about that and focus on the important thing. We beat our rivals. We beat Inter Milan 1-0. That is such a good feeling. It puts us on top of the table. And next episode, we have a very fun match in store. We're playing Torino for the winter champion. That's right. We will be 19 games in. If we beat them, then we will be in first place at the halfway point in the league. Not only that, but it is also the start of the January transfer window. So we'll see how our club handles some of the transfers, see if they sell anybody, see if they bring anybody in. Very excited to see if the team gets changed up here midway through the season. So thank you so much. If you've made it this far, please leave a like, maybe comment what your favorite match was this episode. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to see when new episodes come out. And thank you again. See you next time.